Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. The Dow rose to a record high as investors rotated out of chip makers and into cyclical stocks amid declining oil prices. Pulling the tech-heavy NASDAQ down was AMD, Broadcom, Micron, and NVIDIA. There was an article out by the Wall Street Journal that says U.S. Iran deals allows Tehran to immediately sell oil. I did respond that they have been selling 1.6 million barrels a day so far from the lows of 2020. And so their capacity to export much more is limited to about 250,000 barrels a day, which is absolutely a drop in the bucket. Nonetheless, we did see oil react on that headline. Just a reminder, today we have crude July OPEX is today. Right now, the highest strike prices that are expiring today are 78 calls and 75 puts, which just happens to be our RTH trading range so far today. So let's see how much of this move was due to options. Everybody will roll to Q tomorrow. It'll be the front month for those that are not authorized to take physical delivery. Barclays has broken from the other banks, JPM and Goldman Sachs, saying that the Iran deal won't solve supply issues overnight, and they keep their $100 forecast for Q4. That is for Brent. SpaceX. We got SpaceX mania today, you guys. So SpaceX is set to overtake Amazon in market cap as it soars for the third day. Shares are up about 13% as we got back on air, pairing some of the gain that saw as much as 17% earlier in the session. That puts its market value at almost 2.9 trillion, about 200 billion above Amazon. At its intraday high, that market value reached nearly 3 trillion with a T. Some news on the levered SpaceX ETFs that hit the market yesterday. They generated more than $1 billion of trading volume in their first day, which was again on Monday, as investors rushed to amplify wagers on the biggest IPO in history, underscoring the extraordinary retail appetite surrounding Elon Musk's newest public, immediately punished by the stock's relentless rally, with each of the 4 ETFs designed to deliver twice the inverse of the company, falling around 20% each on Monday and further, obviously, further down today. So ouch if you were trying to get short that market over the last 2 days with a double inverse ETF. SpaceX options did start trading today. So far, they're some of the most heavily traded among U.S. companies, helping to spur that earlier 17% gain. At about noon today, more than 600,000 lots of options traded in New York as traders jumped in to bet on further gains in SpaceX, making it the third most heavily traded company. Options volatility is skewed sharply to the upside, suggesting investors are paying up for participation and further post-listing squeeze rather than simply hedging downside risk. And back in tech, we have, thought this was interesting, Snap is going to unveil a $2,200 AR glasses. The CEO said that consumers are tired of looking at smart screen phones, and they'll be willing to pay over $2,000 for augmented reality glasses that bring digital visuals to a user's field of vision, which would be interesting. So we already know Meta Labs has found some success in their Ray-Ban Meta glasses in partnership with Luxottica, and Google also has some upcoming AI-powered glasses in conjunction with Warby Parker and Gentle Monster. I haven't seen them yet, but looking forward to that. And that is mostly your tech, a little bit of oil and your tech update for this afternoon. I will now hand it to Jim for an Edge report.
All right, everybody. Virtual glasses. Yeah, blink once to sell, blink twice to buy. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? It'll probably end up there. In any event, let's go check out the Russell 2000. I know we've been talking about it all day, but it's just been a really great example. I mean, right now we have three high volume node areas. I call this the triple Lundy of volume profile. The official point of control is at the bottom one right here. And that's we're trading off of that as we speak. Now we're trading between that pretty much in previous sessions lows, which is the bottom of the initial balance, U.S. initial balance. It's also the top of. I kept that rectangle in here. That was the gap. And we filled the gap to the tick, by the way, from Sunday night, which was amazing. We haven't done it. I'll have to double check, but I don't think we've done it in the other stock index futures yet. The second volume node is a little bit higher here. And we traded a lot of this volume pre-US bell. You could just kind of follow my crosshairs all the way across here, 29.94. That's where all that volume accumulated overnight. Obviously, things shifted to the downside. We also had a high cluster of volume to the upside as well, just north of that 3,000 level. Buyers here are probably a little bummed out right now, but it's something not to forget about. There was a lot of price happiness there for a while, and it was only 4 candles, but still a lot of volume pumped in those 4 candles. So we'll see what happens. Not only that, it's during the initial balance, right? And remember, you get a lot more institutional involvement because of that volume smile that Tom Schneider used to talk about all the time. A lot of volume on the open, a lot of volume on the close, a little bit less in the middle. But what that means is there's a little bit more institutional participation, and some of the institutional participation might be longer term trade ideas, right? Market on open types of trades. I'm going to hold this position. I'm going to hedge that position, that kind of thing. So that's important volume. It's not unimportant volume, but we're pretty far away from it right now, right? Sellers took us all the way back down to a nice, decent low on the Russell. At this point, we'll see. Again, if you could envision a value area around this bottom distribution, that's where I think we're going to see trading. And maybe we'll get a breakout, maybe we won't, but I don't think so. Anyway, let's shoot over to crude oil right now. That's the other. Tracy is talking about it this morning. Hopefully, you're following the breadcrumbs she laid out earlier today because they were right on point. We broke through again at April 17 swing low is a major level. This is a giant green candle. I would consider it a benchmark candle almost. And there's no shadow on the top, no shadow on the bottom, and we're in a 75 handle. Shai mentioned the importance of 75. So that's where we're at right now, which arguably is a good thing, right? Driving season back on. I know it's rollover today. We're not going to be looking at a July intraday chart tomorrow. We're going to be looking at an August intraday chart tomorrow. But still, there's fundamental drivers here in addition to rollover, so keep that in mind. Anyway, London IB sell-off. US IB sell-off. Continuation selling throughout the rest of the day. We finally kind of found support down here right around S3. It's rare we get to S3. It's part of the daily pivot study, 75.65. And that's pretty much defining the bottom of the day, and that's where support is for the day, maybe for the rest of the day. The point of control, this is volume profile is not very pretty. It's kind of ugly, to be honest with you. But we have a really nice point of control here. Is 75.94. One thing I want to point out, though, we do have a competing point of control a little bit higher at 77.71. That's almost as big as the official point of control. So there are some folks there, especially during the USIB, that felt this was an important level also. A lot of times at the end of the day, we do see kind of a magnet effect. But again, this is kind of a weird one because of the way that the profile is with the volume deficits in between everything. So I'm going to keep my eye on VWAP. I'm going to keep my eye on that 20 EMA. That's that blue line right there. That right now, to me, that's resistance at this point. So we'll see what happens there. Well, Stowe, you okay? You just knocked my screen right off. You just knocked my view right off of my window with whatever that was. Hang on, I'll be right there. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys, you don't see behind the scenes that I see. Anyway, he'll explain. So that's and then bigger picture wise, we already talked about that as well. Lastly, but not leastly, let's go to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of holding its own. To be honest with you, a daily chart right here. We do have a gap. We never threaten to fill it. This is kind of a small body candle with with symmetry. So the shadow on the top and the shadow on the bottom are pretty similar in size and in character. Right now, 66,115. From a retracement point of view, I didn't even put a retracement in. Let's do it on the fly. This is easy to do. I'm going to go to my pencil tool at the top and just hit retracement. And I'm just going to glance at that high peak that we had to the left and go all the way down to the bottom just to see where we're at. And this is just a general measurement, right? And we have this, we're above the 23.6. Textbook is 38.1. We still haven't gotten there yet. So right now it's a pause in the Bitcoin, not price happiness yet. I think we need more pause before we can say that, i.e. a couple more days of similar character. Volume profile is actually really kind of good. Yeah, I know we got some little bit of a volume node here in the value area, but we're right at the point of control right now, 61. 130. That is gravity right now as I see it. We'll see if it could get a green candle to close above that VWAP. Maybe it could send prices higher. Alternatively, it is acting like resistance right now on the Bitcoin. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go. That's this afternoon's Edge Report. It is time for the main event with our three young, talented traders. We have XYZ. We have Nick for a tick. And we have the Stowe 42, who hopefully is not choking on a hot dog right now.
That was an apple. It was an apple. But yeah, almost died. Barely made it, chat. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Didn't die.
It was scary. It knocked my whole Zoom window off my screen, and I didn't even do anything. Any event. Well, basketball's over, guys. World Cup is on. Let's go around. Who do you got for the World Cup, XY?
I don't know anything about soccer.
Come on.
All I know is USA, number one.
USA.
Are they good? I have no idea. The last time I kept up with the World Cup was like, I don't know, what was that, maybe 3 decades ago? Who knows? But it was Brazil at the top, France, Argentina. Those were the top dogs many moons ago.
Yeah, I lost a lot of money on Brazil already, XY. Thanks for bringing that up, ripping that Band-Aid off. Full disclosure, I was on Kelce. I picked them to win. They played Morocco, and they tied. And in the prediction markets, a tie is if you bet win or lose, if you trade win or lose, a tie is a different thing, and you're out.
That's terrible.
What?
It was horrible. Yep. No, I was bummed out. That was $20 down the drain. Anyway, Nick, what about you? Who's your World Cup champion here?
I mean, as everyone in the chat knows, I'm a huge international football fan here. So, without saying Team USA, because there's no way the U.S. men's national team actually wins the World Cup, as optimistic as you could possibly be about their first group stage match. But I will probably go with Germany because that looks like just a different level of a squad compared to everybody else.
For those of you listening, so Nick has run a simulation in Claude on this, so he knows way more than he's letting up. He's been programming this Claude thing all weekend for this World Cup for sure. So
that is not what I've been using Claude for today.
Okay.
I'm going with Spain, man, but you got a good pick with Germany. I like that. Stowe.
Yes.
You're going to say Pittsburgh Pirates, I know, but they're not playing in the World Cup.
I mean, I was up. Yeah, I got no time for any other sports. You know this. I don't know. I didn't watch any basketball. I didn't watch any of it because I've got stuff to do. This requires my attention. I had to stay up until, it was midnight. Getting mad at a baseball team losing 11-1 in some AAA baseball stadium in Sacramento because the A's have nowhere to play. So we can't even go to an extremely hitter-friendly baseball park and get any hits. Man. We're hurting right now. So,
well, you got to come down here, visit me. We'll go to a River Dogs game. They're a lot of fun. Yeah. Bill Murray hangs out. Maybe we'll see
we're going to do it. It's going to be, I'm coming down, man, for sure.
All right, that sounds good. All right, instead of going through all your charts, you guys are going to do that in detail, so I'm going to take a pass on that. Other than saying this gap from Sunday night, Russell nailed it to the tick. Are the other two stock index futures not too far behind? XY, what do you think first?
Uh, Honestly, I think me and maybe everybody else is expecting lower for the fill. I think as soon as we traded below these two overlapping nodes, what's that, like the 750s? It opens up this entire runway, and this is, this was the spot to expect the bounce consolidation, and they did, and they didn't get anywhere with it. So it opens up the rest of it down to the weekly open, which opens up the gap on NQ. The biggest clue today for me was seeing the market trade above this node and pretty much not enough interest. And now the build is in this low volume spot where they should be holding interest for higher. So the market that's looking to build lower and run lower, and they finally broke it. And yeah, that was the move. So I'm going to do my best
When you say
to
run
not
rate for
trade.
lower, let me ask this question. It just sparked a question. When you say run rate for lower, there doesn't seem to be volume accumulating above that high vol node for both of those profiles. And is that kind of a tell to you?
Yes. So yeah, that the lack of an accumulation up here was one piece of the puzzle. It's kind of like one of the answers you're waiting for. What is it going to look like when all of this volume gets continuation? And it looks like this. And now it starts to build lower under. And if it breaks through two big nodes up here, that's a lot of buying that can liquidate and start this whole leg down, which has begun.
Got it. Got it. Nick, we might as well go around. Let's go around. Nick, what are you thinking about these gap fills?
He said he wasn't going to do it. Now we're doing
Yeah,
it.
we said we weren't going to do it, but here we are. And I said this with Stowe on Sunday night too. I completely expect at some point this week we probably come down here towards 30,000 and the old NQ. But until then, I mean, there's not a lot of velocity on today's sell, even from us pushing lower. It just has kind of been slowly drifting, very orderly, nothing crazy. But I would love to see us kind of come at the very least back down to this profile from 3 weeks ago, kind of build out right around the week open. Last month's value area high sitting there at 30,200s. It's kind of where I'm watching. I tried along here right as we were coming on air off the month open, and I only got one off and got stopped out on the rest as we're drifting lower here. But ES has kind of kept me wanting to be long like most of the session until like just now. It's kind of been holding up. We're not really doing a wider move lower the way NQ is down 1.25%. So yeah, I'm still kind of looking for longs until the sellers pick up the velocity here, to be honest.
Okay. So speed is your thing, velocity. I like it.
No urgency, which usually gets them in trouble.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Stowe, what are you thinking, brother?
Yeah, same theory. I have this, I've got this long this low looks okay. I don't know. It's obviously, I think Tracy said like the Dow made a new all-time high and the NQ's doing this today. So this is super weird rotational market. ES has been really, really, really efficient. I've started to say efficient instead of a pain in the ass today. So that being said, I'm just looking to catch a rotation back into this. I feel like both these lows are fine. It didn't quite hit previous day low on ES, but I'm just scalping mean reversion into this node. I don't necessarily think we can get out of this, but I don't know if we're going to all the way go do the gap today because it's just not. Sellers just aren't mad enough yet. I thought maybe they were about to be, but then they chickened out. So
got it.
I don't know. I had a very good long that I thought was the best long of all time, and I promptly screenshot cursed it and took it as a base hit and shut that account down. And then I took a break and came back, and I was like, "Whoa, this market totally changed." So yeah, I don't know. Rotation from NQ into the Dow, never fun. People tired of chips, they would prefer toilet paper and banks today.
There we go. At the risk of overextending my welcome here, I do have actually a couple announcements that I should probably announce. The first one.
You should just stay on for the whole thing, Jim. Do you want to do the whole shift?
No. Someone will. So Thursday. Remember, Friday's an off day, right? So no
Yeah.
stream. It's Juneteenth. It's a holiday, national holiday. Exchanges all close early, so don't if you're trading in the morning, be like, hey, my data stopped, Ninja's down. No, the market closes early, so be careful with that. But the day before of that great Juneteenth event is Thursday afternoon, 4 p.m. We have a very special event. Develop Your Edge. It's going to be our third one, and it's with this handsome fellow
Oh,
right
it's
here.
me.
It's with Stowe, and that's at 4 o'clock on Thursday. It goes a whole hour. How to build day trading guardrails, VWAP, not VWAP, VWAP, and volume profile. It's going to be awesome. So if you get a chance, pop in. If you could be in the chat, even better, because we're going to take questions the same format me and XYZ did not too long ago, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to walk through some really awesome Develop Your Edge stuff Thursday. So that's kind of announcement number one. Looking forward to that, Stowe. It's going to be great.
Cool. Yeah, me too. Yeah, if anybody's ever asked me that question, what the hell are you actually doing? We're going to try to cover that on Thursday.
Yeah. It'll be fun. And then last but not least, real quick, tomorrow is FOMC Day. Remember, first time with Warsh, and we are going to have a special early start tomorrow, 1:45, special FOMC coverage with me, Shai, Craig, Maggie, and the Pipsar, Blake Morrow. So it's going to be early start. It's going to be awesome tomorrow at 1:45. That's it. I'm done with my announcements.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Go hang out. Don't choke on an apple while you're back there. We'll see.
I'll try not to. So anyway, I'm dipping in the chat, you guys. Best of luck on your trades. Appreciate you as usual.
See you,
Thanks,
Jim.
Brother. Gentlemen,
What's up, boys?
Not much, not much.
this trade I'm in is starting to feel like a literal coin flip. Like a literal coin flip.
I
don't
think
know.
it just goes lower, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have enough juice today to go down and do all the stuff?
With how Asia's been, I guess I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually covered the gap before New York Open tomorrow.
Yeah. But there is a good stat. There is a good weekly open stat that it is retested during RTH on Monday or Tuesday, something like 80% of the time. That's a Dante stat. I don't know if Omni's in here. He can help me
Weekly
out with
Open is retested within the first 2 days of the week.
Yeah.
Commonly retested?
Yeah, during RTH. It's in the 70s or 80s.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not fake news, that is a really good stat.
I try not to.
An insanely good stat.
Yeah, I try not to think about it. I don't know. Chat, can you help me? Well, I got to switch it from the top chat. I need every comment, even the really bad ones.
Oh yeah, I always forget to do that.
I just what happened last time? What happened
Like,
last time is some.
I guess, do I miss some? I don't know.
Yeah, I do, because what happened last time is some dude was like, Stowe, why are you refusing to answer my question? And I laid into him. I was like, your question's not even in here, dude. I can't even see it. What are you trying to gaslight me that you asked me a question that doesn't exist?
Yes.
But it did exist.
So that's your bad.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
fault, dude.
I know. Well, I apologized. I hate this.
Czar Trader. I'm just listening
him
to
out.
like vinyl jazz hop, that kind of stuff. Some chill.
Oh.
It's going down because you're long. Hey,
What do you Spotify, or what are you doing over there? Because I could use a good jazz station.
sometimes it's Spotify, sometimes it's just like YouTube,
all right.
like a ongoing playlist, I guess you would say. It's like a 2 hour 3 hour, just ongoing. I just kind of
Okay.
see what's all right, what I'm feeling, and then I just leave it.
I try to do those on Spotify, and they always just end up sounding like the same Christmas song that I've heard 1,000 times.
I know what you're talking about.
Just like, what the hell? Is this that Christmas song again?
Could have swore
Annoying.
I heard this 8 times in the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it's not me.
It's not. It is a thing, and I hate it. That's why I don't really. I don't know if Spotify's too good for that. Too good for this. It's usually like a YouTube, just random channel that does 2 hour, you know, 3 hour stuff, whatever. Lo-fi metal? What is even that?
I'm curious as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, trades, please explain. Give me the best lo-fi metal band right
Those are
now.
like the two polar opposites of music. It's like lo-fi's chill and then metal is just like high blood pressure.
Where's my Spotify? Give me the band. I'm going right now. What's up,
Look,
Salma?
staring at screens too much today. My eyes hurt.
Yeah, but for the right reasons.
Bro, we need those. Oh my God. Yes,
Debatable.
Nick, you are
Highly
you are a
debatable on
genius.
that. Imagine if I had like money, time, and imagine the level of production.
No,
If I had,
what would happen is if you have money and time, you would waste. You would not utilize either of them well because you'd be too busy with artistic projects like
but
what
that's
we're
what
up
I'm
to
saying,
right
like-
now.
I think those are the hardest two things to have at the same time, money and time. You either only have one or the other.
well, I guess it's like, if I had unlimited funds to do certain things, I would, yeah, it could. I probably wouldn't be doing what I was just doing today. So. Oh,
For those curious, tune in to find out.
oh God.
Nick for Tick Studios is
I
on the
finished the
rise.
second one though. So
Big production company.
I got to work on Stowe's. I got to work on the other one. We're set. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, fly here. I don't know. I don't know what that stat is. I'll have to figure it out. It's a Tom Dante thing.
Well, when you do figure it out, let me
I
know.
will.
It sounds pretty good.
I've told you before.
Have
I
you?
know I did. Yeah, because I did one of his Edges for Ledges like a year or two ago because I like that guy. And we both talked about it. Me and Josh, I think both.
Market is rigged if ES isn't hit 14. Well, look, is it just me? I mean, this is a poor low on ES, right?
Nah, I think it's good.
No? Yeah, I mean, all right.
I've stopped saying they're good or bad, is what I'm really getting at.
They'll get you.
I guess order flow wise, yeah, it actually is a good low, but they're so close to each other.
Yeah.
I guess NQ is the same-ish.
Well, I watched the second try at NQ. I wasn't really paying attention to the ES one, but they just gave up down. It was just like, all right. And it's crawling. So I'm like, okay. And we put the point of control here. My NQ long was way better, and I got way more points out of it. But now that we've come back, I don't feel confident that we're leaving this node as I did when I was initially in. So I got in I watched this, and all this flipped down, they gave up down here, and then left this 420 and left 420 guy. Also, it's 420 XY. I got to buy that legally.
Yeah, I think it is a law.
That's law.
And then we pulled back, pulled back about halfway, found bid again. I was like, all right, hell with it. And I took 3 off. I got 1 left here. And ES is moving so slow. I put some minis on over there to see if we could just get out and go talk to the middle of this node again, but I don't know.
My 5-day profile has vanished and I can't put it back on.
Ah, worst.
Oh no.
What do I do?
Use a weekly and hope for the best.
Speak of my...
I might have to do that actually.
Oh, Sean, you having a hard time with stops this week? What are you trading, homie?
I don't even know what's happened this week, to be honest. I'm all over the place.
It's only
with this.
Tuesday.
I know. It's just been like yesterday we had the drift up off the open and consolidation, and then we basically sold back down to the monthly open now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has just been like a 0 week.
Dude, I had the best day
With the gap
yesterday. Yesterday was great. Yesterday pulled me out of the emotional and physical slump. All the slumps were crushed yesterday. It was awesome.
Yeah, I covered that runner that I was in. I think when you were getting off the air, I was still long. Like we did not go like any higher from that point. So I just sat and watched it for a good hour before I said, you know what? I should go do something better with my life.
I covered mine at like 450. Like it was crazy.
It never would have gotten hit. My trailed stop, but I was just like tired of looking at it because it didn't look like there was a lot of interest.
I trailed it at I closed it right there at 41.50. That's what it was. It was good.
But chat, good afternoon. How is everyone doing? I haven't said hello to everybody. What happened to my tunes?
You want me to text Leo? What do you want me to tell him, Kyle? I'll text Leo anything you guys want me to say to him right now. You just let me know.
Sean, there's a remedy for that. It is not as hard to find a good place to enter the market as a lot may think. A lot of it is fear. So what I've been doing with really whippy volatility in NQ is you could map out a range without even using order flow. Just look at the candles.
Yeah.
The market is always giving you a dealing range. Now, bad entries are generally in a really whipped market. The bad entries are usually because you're looking for extra confirmation. The whippy market is because the book is very thin. When you're looking for order flow confirmation in a very thin book, it is much harder to do so because the book is very thin. There's a lot more information in a very thin book. Rollover, this, that, etc. What I have done is put more emphasis on the fact that it is always going to be a range, a chop, a consolidation. When you see a lot of wicks, look again. Those wicks are going to establish a range, right? Get in the edges of those ranges. Do not settle anywhere outside of the edges of those ranges. When you are in the edges, if you're wrong, you lose very little compared to if you are right. And it's not about being wrong or right. It's about getting yourself access to the market with sensible risk. If you're having problems putting a stop somewhere, it's probably because your entry is bad, but you could actually put a stop before you even get your entry in. Look at the range. Look where you would prefer to invalidate the trade and get as close to it as possible. The market will likely pick you up. And if it doesn't, cry about it, move on to the next. If the market is super whippy, you're likely complaining about chop. If you're complaining about chop, it's because chop exists. If chop exists, use it to your advantage. Get your home court position. This is where I want my stop to be. Then this is where I want my entry to be. And it's up to the market if it's going to fill you. If everyone's crying about whippiness and chop, you're probably going to get filled because it's going to chop and whip and probably run to your price. And if it doesn't, hey, trade's not for you, right? But manage your risk first and the rest takes care of itself. That's what I've done this week. I've actually finished my trading week. I'm going to do my best not to place any trades today. I'm done. The market has been super whippy. It's been this and this, but I've managed my risk as well as I possibly could. And the market has rewarded that. It has not rewarded me choosing the right direction, getting the right trade, being right, anything. It has only rewarded me because my risk has been so much smaller compared to if the market chooses to run in my direction. And it's barely Tuesday. I mean, I was done 3 hours ago, more than 3 hours ago. Manage that risk, be very focused on that, and you'll make plenty.
Yeah, I have an example to show you of something that I do with NQ specifically. if they can switch to my whole screen when they have a second. Basically, if you think NQ is going to do something nice, wait for it to do the shitty thing and then get in after it's already done that. So like you can kind of count on NQ being whippy, especially when it visibly is in front of you, just smacking things around, like it did yesterday for sure. I don't think it was really tradable yesterday, but normal spots.
Yesterday was super whippy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super choppy, whippy.
And they were also, this is rollover. So you're going to see a bunch of weird stuff, especially if you're watching the DOM. You're going to see like a bunch of sweeps fill and then like everybody gets ticked and then price just settles back down. It's just like a bunch of market orders doing, like people are rolling contracts. People that have a lot more skin in this game than we do are rolling contracts. Okay, cool. So just look at this spot. So if you look at this 800 spot, 30,800. Ah, rats, I got stopped at my ES. 30,800, pretty obvious level. There was a really big participant. Let me enhance this for all those at home that are watching.
Ooh, of course.
ES is bouncing off of it here, bounces off of it cleanly here. Now, if you see it come down, and this is, I really will enhance, not to give my friends credit for being a dick, but these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles that all bounce for about 25, 30 points a piece. These are all good scalps if you want them. But like, this isn't a hold for the next thing until it does this one shitty thing here, which is it got really mad, it ran a bunch of those stops, and then it rallied through. So when NQ's being whippy, you have to plan for it to suck, because it's going to suck. It's not nice. Oh, neither is ES. To the tick, ES? That was rude.
I think there's just a lot of like everyone's trying to impose their will on the market. Like when whippy markets destroy people because they always think this is the one. This is the move. This is going to be it. This is the break. It's this. You can just easily look at what the market's doing, seeing that it's choppy. Why is it choppy? There's no conviction to follow through. Choose your direction, get in at the edge. If the market's going to continue to be, indecisive like that, you'll be rewarded. And if it just happens to be the break, which you're probably not going to nail it just like that, you take the small stop and you move on. But the market's always telling you exactly what it's doing, what it's looking to do, and what it's not willing to do. And when it's really wicky, it's because it's just not following through. So take that for the fact of the matter until it changes. Don't assume it's going to change now and then you're somewhere towards the middle of the range, or you're not at the edge of the range. Assume the market's going to keep doing what it's doing until it proves to you that it's not.
Yeah. The better thing to do is, that's the definition of being predictive when you should be being reactive, right? If the market's not doing anything, don't try to imagine what it could do if it changed doing what it's doing currently. Just wait till it changes and then react to the change.
The only thing I absolutely struggle with is too many trains at an area I like. I'm 35% win rate this month, but up 5K. Oh, nice. I think 30, honestly, I think 35 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
month this year has been 30 to 40 win rate, profitable. I don't know. I guess in a vacuum, you can say 35% and be like, that's not good enough. It needs to be higher. But, there's a lot of other factors.
No, it doesn't.
That it
if that's what
depends
you're
on,
cool
right?
with.
Yeah. If you're like a higher R trader, you're going to have lower win rates. It's only natural.
Yeah. As long as you're living inside of a Monte Carlo sim that like doesn't blow you up and you're sizing correctly for it, then just
And dude,
party
you're
on.
5K. It's only like the middle of the month. We're barely halfway through. Like you're a 5K, man.
I'm really struggling. I got to take a lot of shots at my entries. I'm only up 5K.
I know. Oh, I don't win often. I'm only up $5,000 and it's we're 2 weeks in. I don't know. Sounds like you're doing great, man.
He's the crying with money meme, literally.
Yeah, seriously.
Suffering from success. Suffering from success, man.
Go brag on somebody else's stream, all right?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. 35%. A lot of times I see the 35% traders, like their stats or their trading calendars, and you can tell why it's 35%. It's not because they're losing too much. It's just the system. It's just the system. Yeah, and you're making money. I mean,
I
if
think
if
that those dudes also have a better chance of getting over the hurdle of the good day, good day, good day, really bad day that wipes you out because they're already existing in that lower win rate mindset. So they've probably gone through that hell before the 50%, 55% win rate dudes like me do. Because I can't live with 35% win rate. It'll drive me completely insane. I've tried.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
Hmm. Yeah, it really depends. It depends on the personality. Some people like they have to trade one to one because of psychological factors. There's no one right answer. As much as everyone's going to try to convince you that there's no one right answer. It's what's best for you. It could be a one to one. It could be 3-2. It could be 1.5. It could be scaling out. It could be, whatever it is. Um, I think if someone's making money, there's always going to be someone else telling them that they're making money the wrong way and they should be making money this way instead.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, forget all that. Um, Edge of what area though? Whole session, week, last week? When I say the edge, it's if you're having trouble with wicks consolidation, choppiness, is wicks everywhere on the chart. Well, it's probably because you're trying to get a position there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be interacting and you wouldn't be complaining. And if that is the case, look at the wicks, look at the whole price action in general. It's in a range. It's going to be in a range. Even if it's ranging upwards or downwards really slowly, you can see where the range is overall as it inches up or inches down, right? I mean, in the area you're trying to get positioned in. If it's super choppy, super whippy, you're losing money, it's because you're trying to get involved in that area. And if that's going to be the case, be really greedy about it. Make the market give you that really good entry or run without you. And trust me, if it really is as whippy as you think, it's probably going to trade that price. Why would yesterday
I
and today's action determine not participating tomorrow? I'm not saying my week is done because of the action of today or yesterday. It's actually because I've made enough money and I don't do this to stay and to be enslaved to the chart every day just because the market's open.
To be fair, XY also is saying that today because that's what he says on every Tuesday.
I feel like he does say this.
And then I'm
like,
still
every week.
trading because I'm on stream.
So,
I need to be better. I'm trying to be better,
grain
so
of salt here,
look,
folks. Grain of
look.
salt. Because we're going to poke him with a
Yes.
stick tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay, like, hey, this looks like a good setup,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
it?
thinks
Yeah,
he's
that's
not
why I'm
going to
already
trade
in.
with his friends tomorrow morning.
No, yeah, I
He's
agree. I'm already in.
not a chance.
Yeah, I'm not built like that. These traders who are, I don't know, we'll say professional who are, if the market's open, I'm here on the screen. I'm just not built like that. I just want to make some money and then do everything else but be on the charts and have to execute because executing does require energy, mental toughness, psychological fitness. It's not just like they will say on the YouTube channels where it's nothing. I make money like nothing. It's nothing to me. Like, no, it's work, man.
Maybe for you, not them.
This money is nothing.
So the week is done because of my results. It's just as much as I want to work. Yeah, and I think I've been paid very well for the amount of time I've put in. Like it's not about I could make more. It's man, the market has granted me this much this fast. Hey, I'll take that and I'll just mentally just, hey, I'm done. I can relax.
I would say that the market has certainly overpaid me in situations. I have made an
Actually, yeah,
exorbitant amount of money completely in my underwear for no reason.
that's actually another way I could put it. For
Yeah.
the effort that I've put out this week, I've been overpaid. I'll happily take that.
Yeah.
And then some people might be like, yeah, you've made X amount this fast, and there's so much time left to make even more. Like that time has passed for me. Um, I'd rather just
Yeah.
chill out.
Oh, how much time do you have left, XY? Are you okay? You know,
Yeah,
is
there's
everything?
something,
Yeah,
something wrong.
Okay.
I don't have much time left.
All of my friends are dying, apparently.
And you have to also realize that like I'm not just on the charts looking to trade. Like I'm doing these streams with you guys here on NT Live. I'm doing the streams weekly with Nick. We have Sunday ticks. We've got midweek vibes. Like there are so many things. I don't want my entire life to be the freaking charts.
Yeah.
Over what? Over money. Money's cool, but you're gonna die, and the money's gonna be worthless.
Not me.
Well, your time's not up yet.
I have
At this
pointed my
point-
autism towards counting macros. And let me tell you, I'm gonna live forever now. I did spend a lot of time smoking cigs.
I'm pretty sure they're going to download my brain and implement it into something eventually.
That's cool. I hope it's
I
something
feel
nice.
like I'm going to live forever. My tism will.
I think if anyone was gonna live forever, it's Nick because somehow he's gonna be able to transfer his consciousness over to Claude, and that's just gonna be it. Yeah,
It's either that
Nick
or
is eternal.
we go full apocalypse. And once again, I would bet on myself surviving longer than the average person in those situations. So,
I'm
I
getting
think I'm
better.
good either way. I'm good either way.
I'm making it a week or two.
I'm the
not,
first to go immediately.
Yeah, XY's
right
dead
away.
for sure.
Right away.
Yeah, you're in
XY's
LA,
dead as
dude.
soon as
I
the
will
air
actually-
conditioner turns off.
You ain't getting out
I
of
will
LA.
have went before anyone realizes something's even happening. That's
Yeah.
I'm not built for that.
You're
I'm
in a
out.
city where it's probably patient zero there, or whatever the situation is.
I might be patient zero.
So given that where he lives, he just naturally has a chance to survive, just given
Yeah.
it's a little more remote. I have ways to get to hill country and other spots that are not main roads. So we found ways. We've talked about this between me and my friends. I think I can get out.
No, also, hold on. No, Kyled. I'm not a big peptide guy, and I'm not doing that. I'm not cheating. I'm here for the struggle because I'm a crazy dude, and that's what I'm up to. I like the struggle. This is a nice struggle to have. If I was just going to shoot some peptides and get this thing done in 30 days, that's lame. I don't actually care what I look like. I want the struggle, baby.
Oh, to get a volume profile back on, have tick replay turned off and reload chart. Yeah, I'll try that later. I'll try that later. Let me see.
Another thing you can do is just go to your data series and change the days to load from whatever you have, just minus 1 day. And sometimes that'll refresh it
Minus one.
automatically.
I see.
So if you have 30 loaded, make it
Okay.
29, then put it back to 30.
Yeah, every once in a while my Delta map does that, and that's like the only thing that fixes it outside of just closing the platform and re-logging in.
It's cheating, Sargento. Plus, I'm afraid of needles anyway. I ain't doing that. No matter if
he is afraid of needles.
it could.
Why am I not trading in my lucky bathrobes? It's too hot. It's too hot here, man. But I mean, maybe like around, what is it called again? Like November-ish. It's hot. Can you guys at least do paper trade to show process behind? Well, process is following what you're supposed to do and not what you're not supposed to do. So if you're putting on paper trading because you shouldn't be trading, are you really following a process or are you eroding it because it's not going to cost you money? Same thing as a prop firm hamster wheel, right? Oh, trust me, I just do evals like this, but on fundeds, trust me, I get it together. Like, been there. I've been there. Process is process. It doesn't matter if it's real money, fake money, prop, sim, live. Do what you're supposed to do and do not do what you're not supposed to do.
The amount of times the fallacy of I'm just trying to pass these as quickly as possible versus doing what your quote unquote real strategy is will bite you in the butt because you're just going to go reset and spend 5 times as amount of money that you would have just doing.
And it's good if you're like
probably successful.
It's good if you're playing the prop game. That's how you make tons of money. That's how these influencers are showing you their $200 gazillion payouts. You have to do that, right? If you really want to get there. But if you're trying to trade cash, it's a whole different game. Whole different game.
Yep. I'm certainly guilty of it. Everybody is sizing differently for props, having different mindsets, like because you're in a rule-based thing. I get it. I don't want to shame anybody for it but like you have to know that you're going to be hurting an actual process. And so when you go back to trading cash, being an actual trader is different than, okay, I have X amount of drawdown to make this goal to get into a funded situation. And if you don't treat those fundeds differently, because I don't know how XY recorded me from like at least 6 months to a year ago saying that out loud, but he certainly quoted me just then. If you're not really doing that, then it's gonna bite you eventually.
It's like it's a hamster wheel. You don't notice it, but subconsciously you're just kind of throwing yourself in that hamster wheel over and over by exercising the wrong muscle, which is doing what you shouldn't be doing just because it's not real money or something. Yeah, it's I don't know if it affects you guys, but it definitely affects me. And once I realized it, things began to change. How do you know when to let go of your 9 to 5 and go full time?
Don't.
People,
Never.
yeah, don't. Honestly, people think it's a money thing. How much did you make? But everyone writes off the fact
Mental
that,
stuff changes so much, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone writes off the fact that maybe you're doing this well because you know you have a job. What if you remove that safety net? Can you even operate?
Yeah.
No, no one thinks that far, but that you having a job might be the most crucial component to your consistency in your trading.
Yep. Those losses hit different when they're not being replenished by a real job. Drawdowns are actually real things when you don't have any other income.
Yeah, there's so many different mental, and luckily we have a show coming out on Tuesdays about that. But there's so many weird mental things that show up as you get to different levels of whatever this is that we're up to. Like when you get to when you make too much money by accident, when you have a streak that is too awesome, that messes with your brain somehow. It's like the market's really not fair. There's really no place, there's really no happy place you ever get to. Or if there is, I haven't found it yet.
Someone says, love how expert users operate. All us unks remember trading with Jesse. Yeah, I like to say operate because it when I think of it as operating, it mentally frames it in a way where it's like I am the only one accountable for this. I am the one accountable for every dumb mistake I could make. All agency is on me, the operator, and it makes me not want to fuck around.
There is a level of like when you're really responsible for your bills, for your family's bills, and like I don't know if I blow up, like who's gonna pay for summer camp every week? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like that
Not
you
here to
can.
make money. I'm here to operate. And when you're operating, you're
Yeah,
trying to be very careful. You're trying to be calculated. You're trying to be measured. I'm not here to see a market wiggle and try to make dollars as it wiggles. I'm just trying to operate.
but for all the mental hurdles that come with taking this on as a job, you can harness that into I don't know some Goggins shit and be like, I am the operator. It like so it's good, but just know that it's coming for you when you switch. Like when you're gonna miss your 9 to 5. Promise.
Yeah. There's just a huge stigma about having a freaking job. I don't understand it. Like, and this is as someone who clearly doesn't have a job. But dude, what's wrong with having a freaking job? It's guaranteed payouts. You guys like payouts?
Yeah.
I like payouts. It's guaranteed payouts with
There's
no
days
risk.
I mean there's days I work harder a lot harder than I did at my job that had guaranteed money every single day, and it has nothing to do with trading. I'm just doing 17 different things and then jumping on stream for a couple hours, then hanging with these guys after hours, and you're just constantly talking markets and doing projects
Yeah.
and side things, and it's like, oh, I literally just worked a 16-hour day and I don't even have a job. Like that stuff is part
The
of this
mark
too.
of a successful trader is not whether or not they have a job.
Yep.
Yeah, jobs are cool. I mean, it's important to contribute to the universe in a positive way. I'm
Am I
trying, like, I'm
contributing?
going to school to have a job right now. That's the end of college, I think, is they give you a job. I think they just hand one to you when you cross the stage. They're like, here you are, sir. Um, you work for the district attorney. Congratulations.
Well, yeah, trading with Chris,
That's how it
yeah,
works,
to a
right?
degree, he says, what's wrong with it? It's time away from your craft as a trader. That's simple. Like if a Wall Street pit trader, hey, you should have a side job. What the fuck advice is that even? Yeah, you could say we're giving the most terrible advice possible. Everyone's got a different outlook for their life. Everyone's got this. If you're aspiring to be a pit trader, trading 8 days a week, all this stuff, yeah, the job's going to hinder your development of your craft.
Mm.
Are you going to be alive to see further development in a month? I hope you are, but I might place my bet elsewhere.
How are we getting so morbid on the show lately? Why are
May
traders dying?
Yeah, well, there's always two camps to traders, right? One wants to be that really like I'm a pro, I'm a hardcore trader, chart god, the do or dies, right? Give it your everything or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Sacrifice your friends and your family and all the safety nets you've got. Maybe you've got no responsibilities and you can actually not have a 9 to 5. Consider yourself privileged. But as someone who is a first generation immigrant, I had a lot of responsibilities. I could not imagine getting to where I am, not having money, coming in regularly while learning the craft.
I will also say that I think that what people think they're thinking about it's going to be like is some shit that they saw on Instagram and is not necessarily what being a full-time trader actually is. Like it ain't that. If you want to ask anybody, I mean, the stories that Pax has told you and the stories that Deli has told me about like what it's really like to be somebody that has to grind this out for forever, like it's not stressful. It's not a nightmare. It's not without sacrifices. In the world, you can't get anything without giving something up. And I think when we're giving the advice of like don't quit your job, it's not like don't quit your job, you'll never be able to pull this off. It's like, hey man, there's more to life than just infinite piles of money you think you can go to Barbados with or wherever the hell these people are at when they're taking these pictures.
Yeah.
Rhino, that's a good point. Someone says people watching the stream are not passionate about their jobs, but they are passionate about trading. That's where the hang up lies. Very reasonable. Yes.
Yeah, fair.
Probably the truth. But I think responsibilities, devoting as much time as possible to your craft and making sure you are tending to your responsibilities as a friend, father, son, husband, hard to find that balance. Some people might be privileged enough, or they might be missing those key components people would say make up a great life. If you are missing those components and you can devote all your risk and responsibilities, cast it to the side and go in 3 years of drawdown to learn the game with no regular income, cool. But it's hard for me to sit here and be like, yeah, that's the way.
I don't know what the exact like trigger point was for you two. I guess I've never heard the the full story, but the life forced my hand into doing this full time. Like I didn't necessarily make a conscious decision like, okay, I'm a pretty good trader. I've got a good nest egg. I'm going to throw my all into this and leave the 9 to 5. I literally did not have a choice. I had an offer then rescinded from a big four company that I was going to join. And that is pretty much when I put my head down and said, I need to actually find a way to make this work because I've been looking for jobs for 6 months and nothing had clicked at that point. And when they take a lucrative offer away from you, it kind of put a chip on my shoulder and maybe actually, I guess, clean up the bad habits that I still had because I had supplemental income from a real job that never kind of forced me to get better and actually, have good risk management and those things. So life forced my hand to doing this. It was never still my choice. Until to this day, it really, I could obviously go back and get a real job, but in some way, I've never felt like it's truly made me have to do that yet.
I was forced.
Everyone's situation is so different. But I mean, going back to the original question is how would you know when to quit, right? It's not whether anyone should ever quit. That was never the question. So for anyone that's really like black and white about it, it was never about never quit, always have your job. It's about at least for me, it was about understanding that a large portion of how well you are doing over X amount of time could be because you have a safety net where if you blow your account, it's not the end of the world. Because if you don't have income coming in on the regular and you're in a drawdown for a week or for a month, things like that happen. And if you don't have anything coming in, is you're back against the wall and now you're done for good because you don't have money to refill your account. Even before getting to the point where you blow your account, that pressure could just be weighing on you super heavily. Holy crap, I've got bills. I've got this. My account's dwindling. I don't have money coming in. I'm down to my last 50%. Could that affect your trading? Because you have to if you're down 50, you got to make 100% to get back to where you were.
Worst math ever.
All right. So this is a lot going on. I'll never forget our first stream, Stowe, where that guy was like, "Should I quit my job?" We were like, "Hell no." And he comes back like 8 months later. He's like, "Dude, it's me. I was the guy that asked, and thank God you guys told me not to quit my job."
It's true. That's true. Yep. Yeah, we didn't just start saying this. We said it
Yeah.
for a year ago too.
We've been streaming for a while at this point. This
Yeah.
question always comes up.
And rightfully so. It's a lot of the reason everyone gets into it is, hey, I want to get, away from my job, find another way to do things and
Right.
pay the bills, and it's a natural thing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just really risky. And you can get in over your skis if you have one good month. And that market environment is never to be seen again for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I always feel that way when I start trading options. It usually means the volatility is gonna be drying up here pretty quick. You guys remember October? We were at the meetup and all that, and I'm trading 0 DTEs and other things. When those assets and I start having some big days, it's usually time to lock it down because the conditions are about to change quickly when that happens for me. So yeah, you always have to adapt too. Like how many market states? Like obviously, XY is having a great summer, but I'm doing okay so far, but I'm not having like an outlier type start to the summer trade here. And this is when historically I actually have drawdown periods. So I'm very conscious of that. I know that type of trading in the environment that we're in right now is usually not my bread and butter. So being aware of that and making changes, not forcing trades at this time of the year is usually a good sign for me too. That's come with years of mistakes.
Yeah, Gary, that's another perspective too. It's super hard out here, and everyone, they romanticize the idea of
Come on,
I
yes,
click
just go.
buttons and
Just
make all
go.
my money and life is great. I would agree it's where everyone should aspire to be. Yes, trader, full-time trader, and you make your own schedule. There's no ceiling to your income, your potential income, all the good stuff. But in the graveyard are full of the voices that you're not hearing from that had the same idea that might say, look, I only got this good because I removed the safety net and ran through the fire. And you go look at the graveyard, it's full of people who said, I'm here because I took out my safety net and ran through the fire. Survivorship bias.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just press buttons and make memes for my friends, it feels like.
He's so
Nick
good
has
at
found
it,
a new
too.
passion.
But I gotta say, that is an interesting, like, I understand why Netflix bought Affleck's AI company for production. I kind of get it now. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Good for Ben. Good for
He
Ben. He's
Yeah,
had a
sold, I
tough
think, for
couple
like
of
I
800
can
years.
see
million or
that
something. He sold.
I
with
mean, you're like
Netflix.
leveling up day by day. It's so
I know.
crazy.
But it's like
Like
I
every day, it's a
understand
whole new level that's reached.
there's something there. There's an ancillary part I think that will make that industry a little more dynamic and faster. And don't listen to anyone on X and out there on YouTube that's like, oh, I just make these AI videos and kids programs for $20 a month with subscription, and my channel generates hundreds of thousands of dollars in views. No, it doesn't. I can tell you right now, it's a lot of time and work, and a
If
lot
you
of
see
things don't
that,
work right. So if you see that, they're completely just bullshitting.
It's a
if you
pretty good
see that, keep
sequence going
reading, and
on right
it's gonna
now.
be
I know.
click
420 guy
reply
again.
course for my course. Reply with the word class, and I'll
No.
show you how.
That was not out of left field. We were talking. I press buttons and make memes, and the memes just happen to be that type of thing.
So I'm looking at
Yes, guys.
this guy. We saw, I mean, this is previous day low and a little bit below it. Really no interest here at 97.75. I decided to get in. I was in this trade up here. I got out when they were just trying to press into 7,600 guy and waited for previous day low to get run. And if you enhance the delta volume profile, you can also see it. But on the
amount
DOM
of
is
times,
where I
God.
was watching it. So just looking for this 36 guy to exist. We've got this liquidity up here. We seem to be climb.
Okay. So we just make a new low in ES and we're like, all right, let's send it.
We did. That's what I was looking at. Is NQ is still drying up there at 420
I know.
guy. Not that this isn't going to reject here at 02. If it does, I'll take one off. But this is maybe the retrace that I was looking for. If NQ wants to cooperate and get out of its lower band.
I'm not looking for a white van, gray book type answer here, but why is the 420 thing still why is this a thing? Can someone please explain this?
It's forever, Nick. It's forever.
We trade within 1,000-point increments, and we've been doing this for months. And it was months before that. I just have started making the joke on stream because it was funny.
The market still
keeps happening.
420 is everywhere. It's not just markets. It's outside.
But yeah, if someone
made a
says
new
there's
high
an
there
institutional
off of that
reason
leg.
for it, I'm going to throw.
It might have just been nothing. Trade idea coming back to smoke me.
Looks like the market did not agree with that low on ES. That ES low should have kept its 9 to 5, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be people who say, screw your job, everything trading. But for anyone who still has one and feels like they're failing because they still have their job and they're trying to trade, dude, don't feel that way.
If there's one thing that being a full-time trader has taught me is there's never enough side income, other things that keep you busy that isn't related to you having to press buttons and stare at a chart is always a good thing too. And there's never enough of them because those do, especially with a family and a wife who's a stay-at-home mom, and those things are nice. Those things take a little bit of the pressure off you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, the same way a job would.
Yeah, the Sharpe ratio on a 9 to 5 job, tough to beat. But you can't take pictures of it, put it on the internet, and have people be jealous of it, typically. So
fair enough.
It's really tough to sell a course. It's really tough to sell a course on a boring go to your job and come home and
can you imagine thumbnails like how I make money in the markets while keeping my 9 to 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna
how I left my 9 to 5, how I left my factory job. It's like how I kept my job.
And I don't want to be insensitive to the thing. Like, I don't want you guys to get bummed out, because you have to understand our perspective. Like, we're all dads.
Yeah.
Like, I could make an infinite amount more money if I worked on this from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock every night. But nobody's going to read The Hobbit to my kid, and I think that it's important that she grows up to be a little weird and nerdy, and the only way to do that is to ingrain strange, awesome sci-fi and fantasy novels into her brain at a young age. So I have a different work to do over there. Mm-hmm. It's a priority. That's all it is. It's just a different priority.
I could be super. I could also feel very strongly about the whole job thing too, because getting to where I am now, I can look back and confidently say, 100% confidently say, I would not be here if I didn't have income already coming in regularly. No way. Absolutely not. I would have died trying to figure it out. I'd be in that graveyard.
Yeah.
So in my experience, dude, it's just so crucial. And there were so many occasions. Man, you think you're nice. You had a good month. I'm so nice with it. I'm gonna size up. Oh, no, I'll do this and that. The market has changed. I haven't realized it. And my account's gone. But what kept me going? Yeah, I still have money coming in. It'll be just fine. It'll be fine. If I didn't have that, I don't even want to start to think about it. I don't even want to start to think about if my position were different and I didn't have income that wasn't dependent on how I'm operating in the market. Nope.
Yeah, Tracy the Hobbit. We're halfway through. I'm really proud of her. She's holding the story, the attention span. She's into it. Gollum is her favorite, so classic. If you want to know anything about her personality, that is it to a T.
Yeah, living below your means after like finding profitability in the markets is also going to be tough because now it's always like, oh, that's just one day of trading on average, you know. It becomes video game numbers. It's not even real. And
Just not.
a lot of times you don't account for, hey, look, that's a green day. What if it's a red day? Now those profits no longer exist, you know.
Just don't
That's
wanna
why
trade
when people
down
have
there.
a great day, it's like, cool, you had a good day, but you know the week is still on, right? That money ain't yours to keep yet. You're still gonna put it out for risk. There's just so many things to figure.
I don't know. Now I feel bad. Is this bad advice?
I don't think there's ever perfect advice. I think it's dependent on someone's situation. I could never fathom not just it's now your trading is not based on financial risk. It's the risk of your family's well-being, what you need to take care of as a father, a husband, a provider, a protector. It's not just money that's being risked. I can't imagine allocating more risk in terms of those other things to try to learn faster how to trade. After all, it's risk management, right?
Ah, man. Ooh, they got 420 guy good.
They did.
NQ's gonna do it. Now NQ's low
Hmm.
is the one that's gonna wish they kept their job.
No, we're just gonna tap. Just gonna leave another poor low so we can talk about that for the next 45 minutes.
ES and NQ are trading poor lows at the moment.
Yes, Neil Bine. Perfect. He says all we can do is give our perspective and everyone has to figure it out for themselves. Yeah.
You also got to remember too, like there is a certain level. I probably take more personal responsibility for the shit that I say into this microphone. And I know that might sound hard to believe with the things that I've said into this microphone, but yeah, I would hate to. I feel like I would be doing a disservice to all of you who I actually give a shit about if I didn't, you know, say wiser stuff like keep your day job while you learn how to do this.
Someone says, XY, you would have been living in a van down by the river. Boy,
There's
I wouldn't be
Bo.
living in the van. I'd be sharing the van. I would be renting a portion of the van out down by the river. That dude, it scares me to even begin to imagine.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm too. Yeah, no.
I hate anything that's like get rich quick, man. And I think if the focus is always, oh, I'm doing it so I can leave my job, it might not be get rich quick by in a traditional sense, but to me, that's kind of like a get rich quick mentality. You're already looking for the exit of your job. Hey, how about you get good first? Get good, the rest will come.
Time for Nick to call another all-time low? No, but I have called the last two of them. XY and I were on stream, and it was like I can't remember the round thousand number, but it was a like 140s, and it was whatever. It was like the October November lows. And we made the joke that made this. We started making the generational low joke, and it just continued to be like to hold. We never went back and cleaned it up until post contract roll, so it counted. But yeah, I have no low to call. I called the low of the year. I'm 99.9% sure that's going to stick. So
Lower, lower, lower.
it would be better if I actually held my long from 23,120 when I got long.
We had
No,
chances at longs under 10K about 2 years ago. 3 years ago? I don't remember anymore.
Wait, how many years was that? Wait,
NQ
10K?
traded under 10K.
Was that
at,
was
like,
2022, right?
Was it 2022? It was actually under five figures. It was under five digits. I'll never forget it.
I don't
Paper-handed.
remember. That was, I mean, there's a lot of things that I wish I was more mature in this market now as a full-time trader, I guess, is there are those events. Last year I did it. This year I did it after some of these corrections, but it's like missing some of those opportunities, like XY saying NQ in the 4-digit land, like that. Who wouldn't want to be long down there? ES under 5K last April. Just wish I had bought more.
If only we were
NQ
greedy when others
under
were fearful,
2K?
you know?
Mr. Josh Platinum, how old are you? So he
Monk
had NQ
status.
under 2K.
Josh just unked himself.
Oh, Halloween 2022 is 10,400. Okay. I had a glorious October. And I also
Didn't
learned
it go
I knew
under
nothing about
10K?
trading still at that point.
Did it not trade 9,000 something at some point?
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
Weekly open, man.
Let's just do the gap fill. Let's just go to 30K so I can stop talking about it like we said on Sunday, Stowe. Like as soon as they
They'll
do it,
probably
I
do
don't
it
have to talk
overnight.
about it anymore.
They could do it. They could have done that overnight.
Just fill the Sunday open gap,
Lots of big dudes getting filled and just getting
eaten alive.
eaten alive. Magic box.
We are at Magic Box though, so
That magic box is also gone. Everything's just. Oh, never mind. I lied. I don't know. The market has digested tons of volume and is leaving it behind. So I think this thing's got major legs.
yeah, the rotation out of RAM and into toilet paper. The pairs trade you didn't know you should take.
Hit the extension. Okay.
Is it
It's the big boy.
Is it just FOMC minutes tomorrow, or are we getting some?
Nah.
No, we got a new Fed daddy.
So he's speaking tomorrow. We have a speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was all on.
Is it
You guys remember,
Walsh?
like-
Walsh?
remember the days where FOMC meant a guaranteed like 500 point FOMC candle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he said good afternoon.
It's just 500 points. It's just a massive
Walsh.
expansion.
I don't know why I keep saying Walsh. I keep saying Walsh in my head, Tracy. Like whenever I think of the new guy,
Walsh.
I say Walsh for some
Just call
reason.
him Just call him Warsh.
It's
Just call
Warsh.
him Warsh. That's what you do to your clothes if you're from Pennsylvania.
You Warsh them.
You wash them.
That's why we traded like all of those FOMCs though in the afternoon.
Dude, we were on every
The whole first
FOMC. We were wheeling and dealing, man.
It was a lot of fun
Anybody
to throw
down
on
here?
the prop accounts, the prop funded accounts, and just.
I was trading cash,
Sling
but I was
minis.
only doing like one or two.
Oh, I was
lots.
not trading cash. Anytime I was trading that, it was 100% a prop account.
Dude,
I
Jason,
there was
could
that
take a
one
payout
FOMC
from.
stream we did. I fired off like 18 trades, 18 scalps. It must have been. I was so exhausted after.
Yeah, I think Tracy might be right though. A new Fed chairman, the market could move on how his tone
that
and what he
90 guy.
says, his perspective. They're gonna probably ask a lot of questions. So I feel like Powell's first 1 minute of his speech was basically the exact same thing every single time.
Something tools. We have the
Dual
tools.
mandate, 2% target, which is now a 3% target.
Looks like 29K at some point, I think. Not sure if it'll be today or overnight, or they'll wait until tomorrow. But upside volume, I mean, that's not good. Like,
No,
This
if we don't
right
get back
here?
to it, it's not going to be good.
and then this build down here, which means, hey, the market is definitely accepting this range. And now they've left this behind too. Weekly open, they'll figure out they'll make the next decision.
Okay. What is SpaceX doing? Somebody tell me. Are we still doing stupid things?
I haven't even looked at space.
Why is there already a 2x long SpaceX ETF?
Has to be.
That's
You
on
know
the
why?
daily time frame. Why is there
Yeah.
already that?
Because the world is leveraged. If it's not,
Like, why do we already have more leverage on something that is that sort of valuation 2 days after an IPO?
we can't
What
have
are we
normal
doing?
things anymore.
No.
as a society.
Everything in excess.
It'd be like
It's at
that.
201. Are you wow.
Cool company. Call me when it's leveraged to the tits, and I'll think about getting in.
I just I didn't even try to get allocation for the IPO. I don't think I even had the capital requirement probably to even
All
ask.
right.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Now we're gonna go.
All right. So I will explain how this was not necessarily bottom to the like looking for. It's very important that everybody sees I'm on the right side of this V. We came down in here. This is the second standard deviation on my Stowe's patented squiggly lines trademark, patent pending.
Pending squiggly line trademark proprietary.
We got to the magic box on NQ. This is a pure reversal scalp idea. We're going into Fed World tomorrow. Do I think we're going to close at the lows? Are we that bearish for a reason? Obviously, I was trying to pick this long up here several times. I did give up on it once we lost, and this was just quick waterfall. We got to a point, saw buyers step in or sellers step off, whichever the hell happened. So that's why I'm in this long at the moment. We need to defeat 420 guy here, and then
Vanquish
the sellers.
This is vanquishing.
Sellers.
Oh, XY. I have something extremely important to talk to you about.
It looks like a pretty good low. Just gotta be honest.
So you know how Nick turned me into Goro, right? So I have been watching.
Wait, XY, you get to see that I have something to show you off stream, but yes.
So Nick turned me into Goro, which was fun because I love Goro's cool. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rewatch all the Mortal Kombat movies. So I did, and they are sick. They're from the 90s. I get the similar nostalgic feeling that I got, rewatching the Ninja Turtles movies. I feel like that clicked the same button in my childhood. Anyways, I throw on the Mortal Kombat from like 2022, like the most recent one. I'd never seen it. Have you seen this one?
Mm-mm.
The one that's just about Scorpion and Sub-Zero, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
All right. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for Nick. I kept watching it, waiting for the tournament to start, but the tournament never starts. They're just, I'm like, where the hell is the tournament?
Yeah, honestly, I had my thoughts about that movie. Have you seen the most recent one that just came out?
No, that's why I'm watching this one. So I'm hoping.
There's a tournament.
Okay.
So it's two things. The first one, I'm super hyped. Everyone is because, dude, it's Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It's centered around Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is my favorite character, right? And you watch it and you're like, okay, who the hell is this guy that they just added who's not even in the lore, right? Scorpion's son.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the hell? No one asked for this.
Right.
Anyways, so the whole thing became like a really slow burn because it's setting up the story behind Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And then this current movie, no time for storytelling. There's way too much fighting we got to do. It's just fight. Now they're fighting. Now you're fighing. And there's no like real, but at least you get your tournament that you're asking for.
All right.
It's there. But yeah, they're not like deep diving into like characters so much. There are like the main ones that they do to a degree, but the new one, I felt like I wish it was longer so that we can get more lore stuff going on. The action's really cool. All that stuff's really cool. I wish they stayed with that like the techno vibe, the theme song,
dude,
and, like the old school movies. It was really like techno vibe.
Yes.
Now it's more like theatric, epic scoring, which is like, come on, Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's not that deep, bro.
Yep.
Like the storyline of Mortal Kombat can never really be that good. The script, it's just a video game.
I didn't see the new one, but I like the trailer, how they leaned into that. Exactly that.
Yeah, like video game nerds. We just want to see
let's
cool
do that.
Fighting. And they really did lean into that, which is why, like, if you're looking for some epic storyline and script writing, trust me, you're not going to find it there. But if you want to nerd out over like your childhood, it's pretty cool. It was entertaining for sure.
Well,
I
you
wish
need the techno music because like that's how you know that the fight start. You know what I
like
mean?
it's about
Like
to go down, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like someone's about to get blown the fuck up. Like you about
yeah.
to get kicked in. But without that, it's like, these guys for real? How much they really beefing right now, you know? How serious is this? But yeah, I wish they had more Noob Saibot stuff. That's dead Sub-Zero, by the way. Sub-Zero when he got killed, he got brought back as Noob. He's in the movie, but it wasn't not too much. But they got a lot of fighting to get through, so they couldn't really, spend too much time on that stuff.
Finish him.
I was writing all this stuff down last night in my notes. I was like, I gotta talk to XY about this. He's the only person I can talk to
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat about. But I was like,
I
when is this tournament gonna start?
I
I'm just
appreciated the movie.
I'm
for
just
sure.
creating my own lore and my own tournament with Stowe as
Yeah,
Goro.
Nick's got a fanfic version, and it's just us. We're the only characters in the fanfic.
Also,
Street
as
Fighter,
much
I'm
as
gonna
I,
watch
I
that
love
too.
Goro, he kind of goes down pretty lamely in the newest Mortal Kombat. I'm like, that's it for Goro? Literally, that's it? And he's in like, and they do that fight in the real world. So he's like in a barn in Kansas or something, fighting Scorpion's son. And I'm just, what is happening?
Yeah, I'm trying to see no more of that Scorpion's son thingy.
Same.
Yeah, they don't Meek's Cap. They don't call Noob Saibot in the movies because that's not even like his name, right? Because it's the creator's name backwards. So they just call him Bihan, which is Sub-Zero's name.
Oh, Omni. Hey, brother. Hey, what's the Omni? What is the weekly open stat percentage that it retests on Monday or Tuesday? Do you remember? Is that a Dante thing, or am I making all this up?
ES put in the greatest 3 candle pattern of all time on the 5 minute. Can they do it? Can they hold it?
It's high, right? I thought it was in the 80s. Yeah, okay.
It's that
All right.
high?
I'm not making it up. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, but then that's Monday and Tuesday. So statistically, it would happen by market
Today.
close right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Globex does not count because that's Wednesday, right? Is that how that works?
I think so.
Yes, and also we are in a non-statistical market. We are peace
Agree.
tape talk. Peace talk tape, baby. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be a maniac to be trying to get short to fulfill that statistic right about now.
Yeah.
About 430 points away, 450 points away in 30 minutes. It's not impossible, but you've got to be a maniac to do it nonetheless.
Well, I would use that
That's hard.
stat as like, okay, how impossible does that look to happen in
In
reality?
confluence.
And then be like, okay, if stats are out the window, maybe that means I lean less on statistical probabilities in this kind of market, that sort of thing. So there's lots of ways to use stats like, hey, maybe I should throw the stats away when this happens. Hey, you too, Amped. Thanks for hanging, homie. We better have some likes. We talked about life, death, and Mortal Kombat today.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what you get when it's the three of us.
This
That
true.
is for sure. That's 100% stat right there.
Oh, hey, I got my chest press max up 15 pounds today.
Nice.
I got my failure up. Omni,
You've
you'd
just
be
been
happy
like
about
flat
that.
benching
No. God, no.
machine.
I die in there. Yeah. I
I
got the
die in
machine.
there. I can't go in there. I need a safety net.
I almost choked on an apple before the show. You think I'm gonna go take a bar off thing? I ain't doing that. Way too clumsy.
Life it's too volatile right now. Apple almost done you in. How do I chart rollover? Honestly, I just delete everything. Honestly, dude, that's what I do,
Yep.
guys. I used to like adjust it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just deleting everything. I'm gonna let the market tell me what's up. I'm not gonna try to like predict if it's still a good zone because I find that I just stop believing in them. So I'm gonna do that now, actually. Good. Here on the stream, I'm gonna delete all these, whatever. Market will tell me what's important and what's not. as the market moves. And that's honestly what I do.
Oh, thanks, DJ. We try to entertain, provide insight, feelings, thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Nick hears me and XY get into some existential bullshit, he just starts rendering more pictures of me as Goro while he's over there.
I didn't think he'd get it done that quick. I just remember him making a Mortal Kombat thing. He's like, I want to be Sub-Zero. And then I was like, I also want Stowe to be Goro. And like
Yeah.
within 30 minutes, done.
I'm efficient. I'm efficient with my AI maxing. You got to know what you're doing. And I keep just learning new things on the fly. I can only trade so many hours a day, folks.
Yeah.
And we're in my
man.
like hopefully 1 to 2 trades a day kind of time frame in the market where it's summer. Should be outside.
Maybe it's just us being old. I think we're
Yeah,
probably
I'm old and I'm
older
tired.
than a lot of the chat. We're probably in like the 90th percentile of this chat in terms of age.
As far as streamers go, with the exception of PAX, we are the unks of the trading streaming world.
hmm
Jep, what are you trying to ask me, bud, for the 4th time? Magic box and range, please. What's the you want to know where those are?
Or
Like
what they are.
what the numbers are or what they are or what range?
Do I still trust the volume bar price front from last contract? I guess is what you mean. Um, I do, but to a degree, like it's gonna be anything that's older than like say 8 days, maybe 10 days. I'm gonna disregard it. If we're approaching a range we haven't seen quite recently, I'm just gonna be hands off and hey, you guys make the choice and I'll see what you decide and if I think it's, you know, something that I should engage with or not. So yeah, when it's rollover and you're getting new structure, I guess to me it's new. Um, I'm just patient with it. Market will start to show me what's up, and then I'll go from there.
Jep, the best way to explain what they are without explaining what they are to the point that it would be crossing the line of explaining, the nuts and bolts of indicators that we have created between Order Flow Labs and myself. We have mathed some math in the market because there's a lot of math in there.
Math.
And based on the mathiness of the math, these are places in the market that price tends to get to if they go past a certain point. And then also the market really doesn't like to trade beyond them typically. So
And
if
if
you
the
can
market
find
does trade beyond it, you better get out the way.
right, it gets quite slippery. You can go back to the 6% down day we just had or whatever. And once that magic box was gone, sellers were like, yeah, sellers got out the gas big time. So if you can
They really
see,
did.
if you have a trade thesis or idea or vibe or feeling or whatever, like I did, I had it up here all the way at 99. But if you have an idea that we want to rotate back into this value, that losing this amount of value doesn't really make too much sense, and you want to rotate back here to try to get on that trade, you can watch for order flow activity at these extensions that are occasionally extremes. So that's why I got in this trade. I don't love that we came back up to this other extension and rejected 7,600. That sucks. Also, NQ's not helping me either, but I'm gonna still chill in it because I like this idea. So this is kind of a bigger trade than I would normally put on range wise. It's free now because I took half of it off here for 1R. So I'm just going to try to let this baby float back to the point of control or die. Both very possible. Yeah, see if we can hold this 90 guy. I put it back on. I actually love that it didn't just yeet itself out of here. This is actually better that it pulls back. And this is a buyer here that was here on the way up and was rewarded. So I would like to see what happens when we talk to him again, which we're doing at the moment. And there he be. And you can see him show up on the DOM. You can see him show up. And also NQ found one at the same time. I like that they're both partying. And then Delta Map just flipped. So cool. So trade still making sense.
Low. It's really low. NQ. Fantastic low, even. You know what's not the best about it? 339-ish. There's a gap in volume, huh? But other than that, hey, small little build back in the main range. But dang, they did leave that little yeesh.
Let it be.
They
don't
had
need
one
it.
earlier in the session. They covered it. Maybe they'll do it again. Hopefully they won't. All right, chat. Who here is going to be trading Asia session trying to get the gap fill? I know all day, everyone's just like gap, 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 gap.
Yeah,
It's gotta
the
happen.
damn
It's gonna
gap.
happen.
This time for sure.
This thing. I know Dio Killer. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna. For
Dio,
sure,
I
Dio's
think
gonna
between
be
the
there.
World Cup is actually not even sleeping. Is Dio here?
No way. Dio's not here?
I don't know if Dio's here.
No, no way.
My boy doesn't sleep. He tuned in. He watched midweek vibes. He was in the chat last week.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. his time.
Yeah, Dio's a beast, man.
I put another one
Man,
on
maybe
there.
he's not here. I'm shocked.
So the trade
I'm
ain't free
shocked.
anymore. It can now cost me money
You
again.
added one, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they tried to buy the hell out of 448 to 456.
Yes, they did. But I like this buyer was still trying to do buyer things down here at 90, 89. So we'll see the leg reset. So we'll see what we get down here. I like I mean, it's refreshing, but not refreshing like a Diet Coke at 4 p.m., but refreshing like putting new orders in there. We'll see if they give it up, though. Dude, I love Diet Coke way too much. It's a total problem.
I don't even drink soda, but it has grown on me because they're in my house.
That's how it starts.
Good
You got a
old
Diet
fridge
Coke pusher
cig.
in
Would you
your
guys call
life.
him again?
Fridge
Fridge
cigs,
cigs.
silver cigarette are the two names that I've coined thanks to Stowe.
You're welcome. Big Diet Dr. Pepper guy, too. I drink it less, but
Yeah, my high time frame chart is a 1 hour chart.
Little conversation here at 86. The seller gonna keep stepping on it from here. Hmm.
$12 pack of Diet Cokes a day. Are they still
Oh,
alive?
okay.
That's an absurd.
That's too many.
No.
Diet Coke is called Fridge Sick on Insta? Oh, it's an actual thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I started it and then a bunch of influencers took it over. I am
You
definitely the
started it, huh?
originator of Fridge Sig.
You're the ICT of Fridge Sigs? Huh? Is that what you're saying? You're the ICT of Fridge Sigs, huh?
I would never take that kind of credit. I'm just kidding. You can actually get a bunch of really funny Fridge Sig merch if you dig hard enough. If you want to be
No
goofy,
way.
you can. Yeah. You can get Fridge Sig koozies.
I
I'm a
said
Coke Zero guy.
all I want,
That's fair. That's fair.
all I want, because I've seen it framed. Because I told everybody I used to work my job out of college. I worked for Philip Morris's parent company, and they had so much awesome swag, like Marlboro Red, like swag from like the 70s and 80s, and they're not even allowed to make it anymore.
Right.
And it was like the coolest stuff, like, and designs and like graphics and things. Like their marketing team was on like a different level back then.
Oh yeah, all the what was that called? Marlboro Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Used to cash those Marlboro Miles in. Camel Cash was Camels.
Yeah, I guess they are vintage technically now. You could probably find some of them, but I've seen, like, you see people use the logo for other things, and it's just like, no, that wasn't it. It doesn't hit.
No need for this to be higher than that. There we go. I needed to tighten that risk.
There you go, Josh. That's the sponsor I'm waiting for. Every time I think someone's going to sponsor it, then I'm like, no one's going to sponsor this.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough being Nick. He's like, but look, I made Stowe Goro. You
Yeah,
sure?
like, come on, nobody's doing this.
Like,
Look at
little
all
kids
this time
love to.
I've put in to do nothing outside of just slightly increase the production value of what is just us talking about markets and trading and life.
You know what I was thinking earlier, Nick? I was looking at the new stuff you made. Like, dude, this is so sick. And I was like, huh, it's a weird thing to think about. Like, imagine seeing all this stuff and like, I wonder what these guys are about. And it's just dudes on charts.
Yeah, like
Just seeing the
I
intro.
think it is like the most blatant like bait and switch pre-roll, like what I've just designed for this Sunday. It's such a bait and switch to just us sitting there being like, all right, let's talk about this week in the markets.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what these guys are about, but I'm in.
That's
I'm
that's
invested.
the vibe I want, is like you don't know what we're doing, but you want to be a part of it.
Never let them know your next move.
That's my whole vibe.
We are also such an interesting group of
I think we're just so
insane people
unserious,
that, I mean, we went from like a 20-minute conversation about how to make good decisions for yourself and your family to cigarette nostalgia.
Yeah, we've been all over the place today, guys.
So-
Cooper, just wait. Just you wait, sir. And of course, I can't just update Sunday. I have to update all of them.
The most unserious dudes trying to trade seriously.
We said it. We're just traders you're LARPing as influencers.
Yeah. It's such a good way to put it.
But I'm also
Buying the
doing
hell
it
out of this
better.
too, XY.
I think we're starting to do this stuff better than the influencers, which is a good something and a curse. The blessing and a curse.
Production value is better.
It's
but
a blur.
But we can never be as entertaining because like we're
too serious.
gambling and stuff. Yeah. You'll have people hop into these streams like, why are you flat? Take a trade. Oh, also, we
PP
haven't
poo-poo.
begged for likes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't liked, Tracy's asking us to
Very
get more
serious
likes.
stream,
So
by
if
the
you
way.
make Tracy mad, I mean, God help you. That's one
True.
person I would not want to be on her bad side.
Hit the likes, please.
Oh, get up there, you clowns. You're not going to close it down here. Stop pretending. Tired. Get you to VWAP? Bro, I'm just
Tracy
trying
killed
to
a guy with a trident.
That's what
This is like the next
we were
John
gonna
Wick
do-
with a pencil story,
We were
you know?
gonna do this bit for Jim. We were just gonna start saying like possibly little over exaggerated things that are 99% sure you're probably not sure it's not true, but part of your brain is like, you know, Jim, that
I
might
could
actually
see
be
it
true.
though. I could see it though.
We were gonna do like all of these like bits about Jim lore that could be possibly true in some dark corner of your mind. You might be like, maybe.
I don't think so, but I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever use ATR? Yeah, I do.
I
use
used
it
to.
just 1 minute. Not as a reference for TP though. Just in context, like say the ATR is 40
Ooh, good
and my
lift.
stop is like 10. Like that, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Like it's time to get in line with things. Yeah. So ATR for me is a reference. Only on a 1 minute though. So a 1 minute ATR 10 bar look back. That's my ATR. It's for execution, more like immediate execution.
This is really like one of the worst down days of all time. Like one of the most unenthusiastic sell
It was
days.
cool for a bit.
It was
and
cool like
then-
off the open in NQ or like 30 minutes after the open.
I think it's ES's fault though. It just refused
Yeah.
to just go lower.
Like the 5 minute, you look at the candles, you're like, ooh, like the middle of this day from like Euro close, like when the selling stopped, that's
Hmm.
not fun to trade.
Lifted a bunch at like 415 there. Want to see if we get back and can press above that. 413, I guess.
All I want. I mean, I'm not going to take another trade. Never mind.
Yeah, old bum trying to re-offer a down day, ironically, is very difficult because the bounces are very strong. So paper cuts trying to short, not out of the ordinary, especially as the market's really sliding. And when they finally get a bounce, it is violent every time.
Yeah, it's a freaking nightmare. Not a fan.
But that's also what kind of baits people into thinking it's time to long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How many people get blown out on like major down days? And a lot of it is because, oh, this bounce is crazy. I think this is, this is the turn. And it's like, nope. No, it ain't.
XY has been talking about me directly a lot today
Oh,
without saying
just
that
say
he's
my
talking
name,
about
then.
me direct. I was just like, damn it.
Why don't you just say the name?
Have
I'm
I
right
been
here.
hacked?
Just say my name. Are you? Oh, you're still long. Well, they never got your stop, huh?
No, I've moved it up. Remember, I added right here at 90.
Oh, the one. I feel
it's
like,
it's
geez, that felt like so long ago when you added.
yeah. I mean, and we went 5 points, but I'm not trying to scalp this. I'm trying to pick off the move back to the point of control. So, is that a flawed methodology? Possibly. I don't know.
I think at this point, I don't think so. I think there's a really good chance that we've seen the low day.
But did I get in a good enough spot that I can keep it? Is always the tricky bit.
That's always the hindsight part of trading. You never
Yeah.
know until it's too late.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I don't trade for like 30% win rate 3R all the time, because the trades look like this. And Had we not been talking about life, death, and Mortal Kombat today, I probably would have lost my mind waiting for this thing to happen or not. Why are you
Attention
flat? Take a
traders.
trade.
It's algo time.
Yeah, we do get people that complain sometimes that we're just yapping and not trading. Even some regulars.
Yep.
Hey, it's what you get. It's what you see is what you get.
Woo! A little more? Touch more?
What's your TP at?
Clean up that little single. Clean
Where's your
it
target?
up. Just 600 for the run for the first one.
Oh, you barely missed
Not
it, huh?
bad.
I did.
8 ticks. Yeesh.
They printed up there though. It printed up to 75, 97, 75.
3 zeros.
Yes, they did put 3 zeros in. I should probably move this up for spite. All right, reset. That's nice. Now that's a good taper on the delta volume profile. I like that. Yeah, Shap, that's the thing about 420 guy. He has no allegiance to either side. Once you get on the other side of him, he's your friend. Once you get on the other side of that, he's your enemy again.
Thanks for hanging out. JCN WTL. Hit the like on the way out if you haven't.
Yeah, the screen's going to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah. They're always looking away. Just finding something random to do. Just putting a cup, getting a cup here and putting it there. Just gonna ask you a few questions. And the questions are 18, 25, 30. Depending where you live.
I honestly will be happy when Tracy doesn't have to monitor this situation all the time and keep reminding people that the straight is closed. Damn it.
Wait, hold on. They closed it again? What?
Or open.
Was it ever opened or closed?
I thought they
I
opened
don't
it.
even know anymore.
They said. You're
I
telling me
know-
they might lie?
I know for a
They
fact
can't
that this
lie.
is the most I've ever known about any body of water. That's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, majority of chat, we do appreciate that. We're never really pressured to take trades. It's always going to be like that one person who's looking for tradertainment rather than a realistic trading stream network. But yeah, we do appreciate that you guys, are chill about it.
Are we going to actually pay the M period stat here?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked. It might happen.
Lies.
Where is that unfilled volume?
If I was a
in
betting
queue?
man, I would have said there's no way when we were kind of bouncing off.
339. In the 339s, there is a volume gap.
We're going to do it.
You know, the
We're
market
gonna do
didn't
it.
care about that till you said it was there. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Where did we not trade? We need to trade that immediately. We need to trade that right now. It's kind of like if nobody look. Don't look behind you, but
We did this bit. It's Schrodinger's market.
Yes.
I think of it as like when you're out in public and you want to tell someone you're with about someone behind them, and you're just like, don't turn around, and they're already turned around.
Yeah. My wife is like really bad at that.
This level's so good I could have
Roll over
traded it
gap
95
on-
times. Yeah, go get these zeros.
Double or nothing, I'll go. Huh?
Market.
Double or nothing, I'll go.
If it's the NQ algo and everybody really is getting out of tech, that baby should go down, I guess. But
Ooh.
I feel a little bad. I feel a little bad for being in this trade because it's really not like me. I hope that I've explained it well enough that it doesn't look as ridiculous as trying to catch a
That
knife.
you're long?
Yeah. And sticking to the rules of it has been very difficult for me.
I think there is a little bit more of nuance to catching a knife, though. I think catching a knife is more so as the market's still going down before it makes a base, starts rounding out, et cetera, et cetera. Like catching a knife would be the market like 3 hours ago. That's definitely catching a knife because it's just trending down over and over on NQ at least.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of a down, like during a down leg before it has started to sequence higher. That to me is catching the knife.
I mean, it's whenever I'm doing it, whenever I'm trying to catch reversals off of these really big extremes, which I only do at the 2 standard deviation thing that I made, and it helps to have the magic box confluence. All right, here come these 3 zeros up here.
Oh, there's no way they left it there. Come on.
Leave it. Leave it.
You got 4 minutes to not leave a poor low.
But I got to make sure I'm on the right side of the V. A bunch of things need to line up at the same time. Yeah. It's funny as NQ is still like really trying to go reach that. ES is doing better. So whereas as I thought if NQ got down and made that M period stat happen, do it. I thought it would take me out of the trade, but did it do it? There's 39. They're like, all right, we cleaned it up.
Not quite yet.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
A little more. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it, fam. M period stat plays in the last minute.
Damn it. Ooh, selling off. The
Oh, wait,
close
ES
is
hasn't
so
done it yet.
terrible.
ES hasn't done it.
The ES didn't make a new low, and did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Mazzy wants the gap, 192 or something like that.
Got like 200 or 300 points or something. Let's do it.
That's nothing. Is this the last open position we have?
Yes. It's been open for 1,000 years. This is an investment at this point. Man. Oh, well. I assume I'm going to get taken out. I at least stayed in it. I'm happy with the process. Had an idea, wanted the target, wasn't trying to scalp it. Yeah. And they just made this new range down here. Nothing I can really do about that.
Happy with the process.
Yeah, I think so.
I think tomorrow, easy peasy, this gap in the Nasty's getting filled. Sunday night, Globex gap. If not before the Fed meeting, after.
Bastards.
Or maybe now.
Come on, ES. Little more. Okay, we did it.
Nice.
Confetti. Pop.
Wow.
End period stat.
Wow.
At the very end.
Yeah. 10 seconds to spare.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to turn off my screen.
There we have it.
We
Well,
did it.
we did it. Great job, you guys, as usual. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let's give these guys a round of applause, please, everybody. So tomorrow's Wednesday, I believe June 27th. It is National Eat Your Vegetables Day, by the way.
Nice.
It is also the anniversary. Who knows what the 1984 anniversary is? Anybody? It's the anniversary of the O.J. Simpson car chase.
Oh, sick.
Big day tomorrow. And then last but not least, it's Barry Manilow's birthday. So happy birthday, Barry, tomorrow. For you young guys, he's a singer from back in the day. In case you guys didn't know who that was. Tomorrow is special guest Joseph Wang on FOMC Day. Looking forward to having Joseph with us. Farm for Tape Talk. By the way, Joseph used to work for the Fed, so he's got some insights here. It is Fed Day. He's got some good insights. Great insights. Farm is with us for Tape Talk. Leo and XYZ are going to be here for some prop talk, and that's going to roll into trading the open. And then they're going to be joined by Nick and Stowe. So you're going to see all three of these guys tomorrow morning. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. Don't forget, 1:45 special event. Blake Morrow is going to be with us for our FCM panel, joining me, Shy Girl, a.k.a. Tracy Shuchart, and Craig, Shapiro, and Maggie Lake. So all five of us will be there early, 1:45 tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to definitely bleed into my hot tub time, but that's okay. Well, it's a special day. Then trading the close, we have Joey, Jack, and Selma. So we got a full day tomorrow, folks. Wednesday, it's going to be a lot of fun. One more plug, don't forget, me and Stowe, develop your edge. Stowe's going to be doing all the heavy lifting. Thursday, 4 p.m. We're going an hour. Come locked and loaded with questions, and we'll have some great dialogue, a lot of fun. And Friday's an off day. Don't forget. Yeah, some of the Globex markets are open till in the morning, but be careful there. Institutions are celebrating Juneteenth. Having said that, folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for the subscriptions, the thumbs up, the best online trading community there is in the entire planet. Thank you for being part of NinjaTrader Live family. Most important message of the day, please be safe out there, be good to each other, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, chat. Bye, homies.